my stuff is for adults, but I've dabbled in, the different arenas and different areas in different types. I'm
Right.
on this poetry kick right now. Um,
Mm.
but I got 100. Look, I got a variety for people. I got 100 and that thing said 144 pieces of work, literary work.
Gee, it doesn't hurt to expand because to be honest, I have a granddaughter that has awesome artistic skills. She can
Hmm.
draw and she's very creative. And so what kind of mentor would I be if I didn't mentor my granddaughter? So I'm gonna bring her into the author world and do a coloring book. Is that
Right,
me? No, but to mentor my granddaughter Samari, I will be doing that. And I'm real serious about doing that when I wrap up the other book. I've already kind of laid the blueprint.
right,
So yeah, it doesn't hurt. And then like you say, anything that I do, I have a panel of people. Even when I do my poetry before I put out my poetry books, I have people read and critique my stuff. Um, because it does help. And especially when I was writing my novel, like I have a panel of beta readers. I have from the conservative end to the way liberal and to people who are down the road. Um and that helped me write a novel. So if it's your first time writing a novel or any type of book, they help me connect like the scenes or the pieces. Because when you're writing, sometimes you think, oh, well, they'll understand it, but maybe you miss stuff because in your mind you know what you're trying to put out to people, but
right,
it didn't make it, and so that's why I always bounce my work off of my panels. I don't mind the criticism at all. And I don't think it's criticism. I guess because I'm an HR director, so I look at things a little bit differently. I always have to tell my employees, like when they're getting not so much disciplinary, if someone's telling you how to improve your job, you have A and B, and if you need add C, you'll be complete. That's how I look at it. Any type of criticism, uh,
right.
it
And
helps.
that's how it should be.
Mhm.
If somebody took the time to even share with you something that can help you, we should be thankful. We
Mhm.
really should be thankful.
Because my point of view isn't the only correct point of view.
It's not, and then it's gonna be many more where that one come from.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna come across many more people, and it's not always gonna be the same. So
Right.
we should look. We live, we learn,
Yeah.
we grow. That's what
Yes. And even
that's
even
what
in
it is.
my poetry, I have stepped into different genres. I'm in a Oscars coming up next week at the Doc Bookshop. It's the Oscars for poetry in the Dallas area.
Right. Shout out Doc Bookshop.
And I am in the gospel category. Who would have thought I would be entered in the religious gospel category writing a poem, because I consider myself a love poet.
Right.
And I am a love poet. That's what I do. That's my specialty. But yeah, I'm jumping into that little lake, uh, dipping my feet in that, and I'm just gonna do it to see how it goes. Uh,
Well, congratulations, and I see you have not slowed down. Um, since I had a chance to actually meet you in person.
yeah,
See,
we had a
and
good
you have
time.
truly not slowed down. I don't know what lit the fire within you, but I am glad, and I am so glad to see you out here. Definitely operating and moving in your element. Um, you are doing that. So definitely keep leading the way because you are doing that. You're definitely
You
doing
lit
that.
my fire, Angela. You lit my fire. You didn't know that. I gotta give you your roses, your flowers. You did that. You don't know it, but you did do that. Because I'm like, this lady is on podcast, she's on radio, she's writing books, she's traveling, and you're trying to enrich people's mind, and you are for literature, you're for authors. And then you have the prison outreach podcast. I mean, you're in everything. You lit my fires, just so you know, it's you.
But praise God. You need to come on
Yeah.
over there to the 100 author movement. We have a 100 author movement. I actually, right now, we currently have 45 authors attached to the movement. It's called the 100 author movement because our goal is to have 100 authors attached to that movement before the end of the year. And then we're going to start over in January with a new bunch of 100 authors. So every year we're going to add a new bunch of authors. So until we get up to a million authors.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we gonna get
Okay.
a million. We won't uh we don't have the million black march. We don't have the million man march. We don't have all that. So now we're gonna have a million black author movement. I ain't heard nobody talk about that. So
Mm.
we're gonna have the million black author movement, and it started with the 100 author movement. It's already begun.